people love me, you don't love me. She's the undomesticated. She's the undomesticated. You better watch your mouth. I was only talking about that Jones. Oh, we can do it. Undomesticated. John. Hey, it's the undomesticated John. Let's go. My dad told me when I was younger that he didn't love me, that he only loved himself, that he chooses to share his love with me. Some may say that kind of sound very selfish or very harsh to say to a child, but I dug it. How could someone else love you? No, really. How would they know how to? Because they'll always fail some way. It's just always room for error because they're not you. You're the only person that can truly love yourself fully. In every little inch, every little pocket, every little imperfection. So how do you expect someone to know those things about you, to love you fully in that way, and then have enough love for themselves? My dad also told me that I should always be the most important person in my life before anything and anybody else. And if that time comes when I'm not the most important person, then there's a problem. My thing is with love, if you are so full of it, where's the room for anyone else to put more love into you? Just science, you have a cup, you fill it all the way to the brim with water. And then you have another cup, or someone else has another cup, and they fill theirs all the way to the brim with water or love. It's a metaphor. How is it that you're going to love someone else with your full cup and their cup is full, or they're going to love you with your full cup? I did say just that, all right? You get it. Everybody's cup is full of love. You can't pour into someone else, and they can't pour into you, which is a great thing because then you guys can just play and share and dance around with your own love and show how you love yourself, and they get to show how they love themselves, and you get to see how love looks differently and how love may feel differently, how to play with love. Yeah, I prefer that. Think about it. We'll use cups again. It's a good visual. You come to a table with a cup full, and another person comes to the table with the cup half empty. And as you two share and enjoy each other, eventually you're going to start pouring pouring your cup out into them. And it would be great if you poured your cup out into someone, and then as they got it, they poured some into you. But then I don't think that would be that great because it's not productive. Nobody is actually doing anything, or nothing is actually progressing. Or here's something else that could happen, and it happens a lot. You have two people with two half-empty cups, or someone's cup has a little less, someone's cup has a little more, or it could be that they're evenly insufficient in their levels of water in their cup. That was a cool way of saying it, I guess, or a weird way, who knows. These people are constantly going back and forth, pouring out their cup into someone else. And then someone else is constantly pouring their cup into someone else. So at some point, someone is absent of love, or their love starts to lack because they've given it away to someone, or someone took it. Nah, they ain't take it. Nobody can take anything from you unless you allow them. So they gave it away to someone with the hopes that that someone will pour right back into them. Sometimes people do, but for the most part, people get poured into and then they walk away, which is their right, because you shouldn't be pouring everything of you into anyone. It should be a constant recycling of love, of energy that you pour into yourself. And then when you have that, it's just so much love surrounding you and love surrounding the other people who pour into themselves as well. You can't do nothing but be lovely, separately and together. Yeah. Wouldn't you love to be lovely with others? Or just lovely with yourself? Let's take everyone else out the equation. Let's just talk about loving yourself. Like truly loving all of you. When you breathe in life and let it circulate through every part of your being, and you pay attention. You pay attention to your fingertips because you're so in love with them. And you pay attention to your eyelashes because they like to kiss your cheeks if they're long enough. Yeah, so the love you have for yourself. When you are so full of love, it is so difficult to be anything else but loving. It's like so difficult. Some things you just can't even comprehend because you're so into the love that you have for yourself. And then when you have so much love for yourself, you're exploding with love that you want to share with everyone else in the world, and trees and the air and birds, and you're just bursting with this love. I just talk so much about this. It just makes me smile. And then think about this scenario. Someone who is not pouring into themselves with love, who's at a love deficit, their love meter is down. That other space isn't empty. Well, we can talk about that. That's the thing called peace. But they're filling themselves up with something other than love. Usually the opposite of love. So if you have, let's say, about 30% love inside of you and 70% of that opposite stuff, can you actually do that? I guess, you could. Because as you learn and you grow and you change your rituals on how to love yourself, that percentage can go up. And it can go down. That's up to you. But what I was getting at, let's get back to that. When you have that other stuff in you, that opposite of love, that fear, which encompasses so much: jealousy, anger, sadness, insecurities, the list goes on. Then you start spewing that to the world. You start sharing that with the world, and that love has to try to fight through, and love doesn't fight. Love just is. So, where am I going with this? Just talking about love. Hey, do you think the civilized change love into something that you have to give to someone else? And us undomesticated Johns know that it's something that you have for yourself and that you just share it with the world? That sounds about right. That sounds like some civilized shit. I choose to love all over me and just share it with all of you. I'll stick with being undomesticated. I'm good with that. Well, that's all I have to say right now because there's so much to say about love. But for now, I'll end it here. So if you like this little chat I had, like, share, please subscribe. If you didn't like it, you don't have to like it. You can dislike it, and you can comment and tell me why you didn't like what I said, or we're just in disagreement, because that doesn't mean you dislike it. You may just not agree with it, and I love that as well. I would love to hear your perspective, what you think about love, how you love. Yeah. How do you love? How do you love on you? Before I end this, I'm just going to give you a little how I love on me sometimes. Well, outside of me smiling every morning with my eyes and then my mouth before I do anything. When I'm doing simple things for my body, let's say just shea buttering myself up, I make sure I'm present. I am giving all the attention to each and every spot because it's important. And I do take time out to let my body know how important it is. So I will grease up the shea butter in my hand and rub it together while it melts. And if I'm going for my arms, I start with my shoulder and I give my shoulder a little look and a smile. If it's morning time, good morning. And then rub my shoulder, and each rub I touch and feel every spot. Feel my skin, feel inside the muscle where the bone is, and I gently share a little love with it. And then I share a little love with my elbows. And all right, I'm getting a little crazy. I'm just talking about, you just share some love with your body and share some love with you. When you're eating, take time. Allow your senses to be loved on. Your nose wants to eat too. Your eyes like to eat as well. Let it look at the food and enjoy the colors and the differences that's on the plate. Let your nose take in the aroma and fall in love with the taste of it. And of course, your taste buds. Just let them enjoy put it around the salty part and the sweet part of your tongue and the spicy part, and then switch it up and see how it feels in those parts. Just have fun with loving on you. See, I done went into talking about some more stuff. I was supposed to be getting out of here. Listen, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm the Undomesticated John. You can reach me at undomesticatedjohn@gmail.com. I don't know where I'm going to put this thing up at. It's a mystery. But yeah, probably YouTube or Spotify or iTunes. You'll find it there. But wherever you do, I appreciate the support. Undomesticated John, and I'm out.